everyone, it's John from What Up, and welcome back to another video. And this is our first post-Season 2 news video. Yes, we finally have crested the rise, and now we're coasting towards Season 3. The longing has begun, so we're going to start doing news videos, rumors, leaks, those sort of things all over again. And I know what some of you are saying right now, but John, your Episode 7 and your Episode 8 breakdown videos aren't out yet. I know. Trust me, I know. They are coming. I will likely have them out in the next day or two. You will see them both before Monday. But this weekend is also New York Comic Con, so you're going to get another video from me this weekend about New York Comic Con and all the goings on. There is a special guest showing up there. We're not sure who it's going to be, but I'd like to put money on perhaps a new casting for Season 3. Now, all of that being said, if you're new to the channel, you're just finding us now because you're just starting to enjoy the Wheel of Time. We cover Wheel of Time show news. We talk about anything and everything related to the Wheel of Time. I have a ton of reviews, Easter egg videos, and breakdowns for all of Season 2 and Season 1 here on the channel. Go check them out. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, because starting next week, you're going to get some spoilers and some leaks from me for Season 3. I'm going to release a couple of things here and there, and you're not going to want to miss those videos because some of them are pretty cool. Now, all of that being said, we are getting into the rest of today's news and include some spoilers for Season 3, so spoiler warning. If you've not seen the first 2 seasons of Sony and Amazon's Wheel of Time show, streaming right now on Prime Video, and you've not read the first 4 books of Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series, that's The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, The Dragon Reborn, and The Shadow Rising, be forewarned, I may ruin plot points and character arcs from both of those mediums. Alright, all of that being said, let's get on to the news. Alright, so like I said earlier, Season 2 is done. All 8 episodes are now streaming on Prime Video, so if you haven't already seen it, go watch it. I mean, it is leaps and bounds ahead of Season 1 as far as content goes. It is an incredibly good season, and I loved almost every single episode. My reviews, my Easter egg videos, my breakdowns are all here on the channel, and if you want to know my thoughts on any single episode, they're in the review playlist. And like I said, I loved almost every episode. Now, all of that being said, as much as I really love the time when the seasons are live, when we get to speculate a bit, we do the reviews, the Easter eggs, we dive into every little tidbit of the episodes, I almost like the time in between seasons just as much, because now we're into leaks and rumors and speculation and things that we don't know about just yet. There's the anticipation of the new season coming. And realistically, we don't know when it's going to drop. I'm kind of hoping that perhaps this weekend at New York Comic Con we'll get some inkling of when Season 3 is going to come out, but I really don't think we will, because let's face it, I think what they're going to do is they're probably going to hop over Rings of Power. They did Wheel of Time this year. Next year will be Rings of Power. The year after will be Wheel of Time. I could be wrong with that, but I think that's kind of what they're going for. I'm hoping we'll figure that out this weekend. It might be announced. We know there's a special guest. We know there's some things on the go they're going to release about Season 3, so we're pretty excited about that. But we'll see. We'll see what they say. Now, the news today we're going to talk about comes to us from WhatSeries.com. For those of you who are new to the channel, and there are quite a few thousand of you since the start of Season 2, thank you so much for joining us here. We're now in the in-between period, and you're going to get to see all of the news and leaks videos, which are pretty cool. And if you don't know who WhatSeries.com are yet, I would definitely go over and book their website. Now, I've left a link to the article in question down below in the description box. They are the premier source of Wheel of Time news. They dig up more leaks and exclusives than anyone else, and in their history, they have done more news releases about the Wheel of Time than I think everyone combined, including official production means. So they have done a ton for the Wheel of Time community. Please go over there and support them. Leave a comment on the article. Tell them you're from What Up, and tell them that you love what they're doing. Please. They're good friends of mine, and they're absolutely fantastic what they do. And without them, longing may not be as bearable as we think. So we're talking about a couple of different things here today in this article. The first thing is Season 3. Now, we know Season 3 is going to center around the Battle of the Two Rivers. Rafe Judkins has said that very publicly, and I have some stuff coming in the next couple of weeks about that, what we expect to see, what we may or may not see as far as characters and plot lines go and whatnot. However, we do know for sure that the Battle of the Two Rivers is included in Season 3. That does include the Tinkers. Now, WhatSeries.com is reporting that at least 3 of the Tinkers that we've seen in Season 1, remember we haven't seen them since then, Maria Doyle Kennedy as Isla, Narinder Samra as Rayan, and Daryl McCormick as Aram, they're all returning, mainly because Maria Doyle Kennedy has been seen in Prague over the last couple of months. She's been seen with some of the cast, and the only reason she would be there and with some of the Wheel of Time cast is because, well, let's face it, she's likely filming. Now, we also have seen leaked images in the last little bit, and I'll do another video on that in a few days, from Narg, the Daily Trolloc. So Wheel of Time Love over on Instagram, give him full credit for all of the leaked images that you're seeing floating around Reddit and whatnot right now about the Battle of the Two Rivers, where we see Bane, Shiad, Perrin and what looks to be another Aiel. We don't know who that could be. I think I can take a guess, probably Gull, but I'm not 100% sure on that because we don't know yet. So we know they're filming it. We know it's happening right now. We know the Two Rivers set has been rebuilt according to a WhatSeries.com article that came out some time ago now. So they're definitely filming. They're definitely filming those scenes. With the Tinkers on set, I'm going to say that likely we're going to get something very close to what happened in the book series. Now, if you don't remember, essentially Perrin was going home. He went home because he knew the White Cloaks were harassing his friends and family, and he was doing his best to stop that. And he was going to stop that by giving himself up. So essentially, in the first book, The Eye of the World, he killed a bunch of White Cloaks, and Dane Bornhold blamed him for the death of his father. So that's not exactly how it went down on the show. Instead, Dane Bornhold actually witnessed Perrin kill his father in a fit of rage after Joffrey killed Hopper during the Battle of Falme, but I think that likely works a little bit better to have him go there rather than rumors of Perrin being a dark friend and what could have happened. But either way, I'm pretty sure the White Cloaks are going to show up, and we're going to see most of the scenes that we saw in the book series. Now, remember, Rafe has said they're going to follow it very closely, so I'm thinking that likely the scenes from the Battle of the Two Rivers will be very close. Now, if we're getting the Tinkers, I'd say that's a really good sign that things are going to be pretty close to that storyline in the books. And it's one of my favorite storylines. I really loved it when Perrin went home. And in fact, I kind of wished for a very long time that Matt and Rand would do the same thing and interact with their friends and family from before, much earlier on in the book series. So seeing Perrin do it in book 4 was really a cool moment for me when I read the series for the first time, and every successive time afterwards as well. So we definitely are getting the Tinkers. They are going to be in season 3, which is an incredible sign as far as I'm concerned. All right, so next on the docket is another piece of news from the same article from WhatSeries.com, and it's the recast of Marin Al'Vere. Now, the Wheel of Time is no stranger to recasts. We endured a recast of Matt Cawthon during season 1. Now, that was pretty intrusive to the show because Barney Harris left the show after episode 6. He didn't film 7 and 8, and he didn't come back for season 2. So they had to do a fair bit of rewriting for episodes 7 and 8. And again, it's been mentioned that they've done some rewrites for season 2 to try to kind of drive the character into where he was at the end of episode 6. So it kind of messed with the scheduling, it kind of messed with production, it messed with a bunch of different things. However, we did get a fantastic actor out of it. Donald Finn is playing the new Matt Cawthon, and I think he did an absolutely amazing job in season 2. So it all worked out in the end as far as I'm concerned. Now, this recasting won't be quite as intrusive because Marin Al'Vere was really only in one episode. So she was showcased in the very first episode of season 1 as Egwene's mother. She ran the inn, and let's face it, essentially, she was only in the episode for a few minutes here and there, so she wasn't a big ticket character, and the recast likely wouldn't affect any rewrites or whatnot because they weren't in the middle of refilming when they recast this. Now, Lolita Chakrabarty was the one that played Marin Al'Vere in episode 1 of season 1. Citing some scheduling conflicts, she couldn't come back. Basically, she's doing a couple of stage productions right now, and she couldn't make the time to come back and film season 3, as well as her current commitments, so she had to bow out of the show. Now, in doing so, they've recast her with an actress by the name of Rena Mahoney. Now, Rena Mahoney is known for a ton of different things. She's been acting since 1992, and she's done an absolutely amazing amount of stage work, as well as a ton of television work. And what you folks may likely recognize her from most recently is Wednesday. She did 2 different episodes on Wednesday as Janet, and she was absolutely fantastic as far as I was concerned. She is a wonderful actress. And if we're doing the Battle of the Two Rivers, we're likely going to see a fair bit of Marin Al'Vere, so having Rena there is, in my opinion, a benefit to the show because she is such a wonderful actress and she has such good chemistry with everybody she shares the screen with. So, really cool nonetheless that we're getting all of these news leaks and rumors, I would say, about season 3. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, when you hear stuff like this, I have to give a little bit of a caveat here. So, essentially, pretty much everything you're going to hear between now and the beginning of season 3 is going to be unofficial. So Amazon will release some official information here and there, like this weekend at New York Comic Con, but they're largely silent in between seasons. They'll release a couple of things here and there. The cast, the crew, the production team may interact with the fandom on X. That seems to be their platform of choice. But other than that, we don't get a ton. What you will get is you'll get a lot of leaks and a lot of rumors. You'll get leaked cast members, you will get leaked plot lines, you will get leaked photos and information, and myself and WhatSeries.com cover that exclusively. So pretty much everything we do is leaks. However, we also cover, I shouldn't have said exclusively, I guess, we also cover the official content as well. So Thank you so much to WattSeries.com for this. And again, please go over there and support their page because they are absolutely fantastic. And without them, the longing would be pretty terrible indeed because we would be missing out on a ton of news about the Wheel of Time. Now, all of that being said, I want to know in the comments down below, how many of you folks are new to the channel? How many of you found me either just before or during season 2? And are you enjoying my content so far? Essentially, what you're going to see from me is you're going to see a ton of news videos, a ton of leaks, a ton of rumors about season 3. We'll do some breakdown videos here and there of things that come out. Any official news or images that come out, of course, we'll go through them with a fine-tooth comb. That's what we do here in What Up, and that's what I really, really enjoy doing. And then, of course, when the seasons are live, we do all of our regular reviews, Easter egg videos, and breakdown videos. But it's the in-between right now that we're concerned about because we likely have at least a year, if not 2. But my guess is sometime between a year and 2, in that time frame is when we're going to see season 3. So we have a fair bit of a wait here, folks, and we're going to make it as bearable as possible because, let's face it, I super love talking about the Wheel of Time, and pretty much everybody who watches my channel also likes hearing about it, so it's kind of a good matchup here. Anyway, thank you so very much for sticking with me here to the very end. Here's to many more.